Okay, now I'm going to show all of my PS2 games. Got quite a few, but I'll try and keep it like around 10 minutes. Let's go straight into this then. This is going to be well, I'm just going to use an adjective that I'd usually use. It's going to be real sexy. We've got Grand Theft Auto 3, which is a pretty good way to kick it off. Big thumbs up for that one. We've got Roller Coaster World, which is thumbs in the middle. It's in the middle. It's fun being a guest and chatting to the other guests because they say some weird things. I part in The Prisoner of Azkaban, which is wouldn't play it nowadays. That was pretty good. Black, solid FPS. Yeah. I'm sorry, but in fact, I'm not going to say anything about Call of Duty because the moment anyone says anything positive or negative about Call of Duty, just a bunch of hate from either sides of the camp. Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, which is it's no San Andreas, but it's okay. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, which is probably the best Harry Potter game. I'd probably still play that now, to be honest, because it just had like the most exploration on it. That's one of the first games, I think, back early 2001 for that one. No One Lives Forever, the operative. Yeah, for PS2 the graphics were pretty bad even for PS2, but it was very early in the console cycle, I think. Hitman Contracts, which is I'm not the biggest fan of Hitman, but not terrible. Got another Harry Potter game, Goblet of Fire. Probably the worst Harry Potter game. Didn't like that one very much. Here we go. San Andreas, which is 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. And if I had more thumbs than that, they'd be up 2. But unfortunately, I only have 2 thumbs. Well, I do have something else I could use, but I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. Worms 4 Mayhem. Let's just change the subject really quick, which is brilliant as well. Really into Worms. Oh yes, Dragon Quest: Journey of the Cursed King. Nice, cell shaded graphics. Wow, I used to love that game. Haven't played these games in years, and just looking at games like Dragon's Quest is just making me want to play them all again. And Quake 3, Revolution. Wow. 2000. It's about 14 years old now then. First Time Splitters, which is just probably the best FPS on PS2, to be honest, I think. Time Splitters. Oh my god. If you watch my top 10 list, this is firmly in my top 10. Ratchet and Clank 3. I mean, any of the first. I'm not too keen on the newer Ratchet and Clank games, but there's a low budget title. I picked that up for about a £5 at Morrison's, the supermarket. I picked it up really cheap and terrible. Dead to Rights 2. Dead to Rights 2. 2. Dead to Rights 2. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Red Faction 2, which is brilliant. I don't think it's quite as good as Grella, but it's second best. Oh god. Run Like Hell, that's intense. Kinda just copying off of Aliens vs Predator a little bit, but Thrillville Off the Rails, which is fun, especially if you're a little kid. It's very fun. Just all the mini games. Let's grab a couple. Again, I'm not. Well, why did I say again? This is a first, but I'm not a fan of Final Fantasy. This is Final Fantasy X, and that. Well, I mean, I can't really judge the whole series. That's the only Final Fantasy I've ever played, but I didn't like that one. Did not like that. Incredible. Silent Hill 4. It's probably my favourite series, bar none. Just can't get better than Silent Hill. I live on the front line, which is, it's like, you know, nearly a thumbs up. It's almost good, but it's slightly good. It's between average and good. I couldn't have made that more long-winded. I kind of like it. Let's just say that. We've got Vice City, which is third best, I'd say. I don't know. 3 is better and San Andreas is better. Kind of crap. It's not the best game out there. Alright, so that's about 3/4 of them, and we've got Reservoir Dogs. Very fun. The fun factor is strong in that one. Q Academy. I like snooker and pool a lot in real life, but that's a terrible game. Wow, that's fun as hell. Simpsons Road Rage. That's fun as hell. We've got Need for Speed Carbon, which I'd say is probably the second best game, something like that. It's not the best. I really like this one. Obscure. Got that on Steam as well. It's Ratchet and Clank 2. Locked and Loaded, which I think in America it's called something like Going Commando, I think. And we've got Spyro: A New Beginning, which would be crap if not for the amazing music on it. The music makes that game. This was in my top 10 list as well. Sims 2 Castaway, which is just the best thing to ever happen to The Sims, ever. Oh, that's an interesting title. Primal. Very interesting. Wallace and Gromit and Project Zoo, which is, oh yeah, I mean, I'd rather play the game than watch the any of the shorts they've done. That game was very good. True Crime, Streets of LA. Excuse me. Not great. I mean, it was on the PS2, so that pretty much makes it good. Spyro: A Hero's Tale, which is middle ground Spyro. Splinter Cell Double Agent. Can't really remember much about that, but don't really like Splinter Cell very much. We've got the original Sims, which is just awesome. Both thumbs up, and either. Oh wow! I've got 2 copies of Ratchet and Clank 2. There's the other copy, which is empty. So I've got an empty copy and one with the disc inside. Okay then. Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. Big fan of Spyro. And that's pretty much all due to the that's pretty much all due to the crazy enemies that you fight. We've got Terminator 3. Pretty solid FPS. It's not exactly time splitters, but it is pretty good. Killzone. Brilliant. Followed by a bunch of sequels. Ratchet Gladiator, which is I like the well, I mean the contestants are funny, the spectators are pretty funny. What's the name? One Eater or something. One Eater. And we've got Gun. Gun is a thumbs up. It is definitely a thumbs up. It's good. We've got Silent Hill Origins, which I've never completed, which is weird because it's a Silent Hill game. So I would have thought I would have completed it, but well, that's one of the best games I think on the PS2. I don't think it's very well known though. If I remember rightly, it came out in 2003 and it got 253rd best game of the year, something like that. It was, yeah, it's a pretty underground game. Pretty underground game, or Need for Speed Underground, which is I believe it's actually got Underground 2, because I don't have the first one. Yeah, it's Need for Speed Underground 2, which is my favourite Need for Speed game. It's just an awesome game, and that's it. So thanks for watching that, and I'll show you guys my PS3 games as well, just to complete it all, you know, because I'm a completionist, so gotta do it all.